Hey, what's going on, guys? All my delivery fam. It's James, the Uber Goober. I want to make a video about good old DoorDash. I just started doing them about 3 weeks ago. I had been doing Uber and Lyft for since May, and about a month and a half ago, I kind of stopped doing the ride sharing and switched over to Uber Eats and a little bit of ride sharing here and there. And this whole time I've had DoorDash, never really gave it a shot, gave it a chance. I would open up the app every now and then just to check it out. I started noticing the peak pay on there for lunch and dinner. So I started looking into it more and more and realized that during the peak pay hours I can make a lot more than rideshare driving or doing Uber Eats, because the normal delivery charge is probably anywhere from, I would say, 4 to 12. Then they add the peak pay on there. So been doing DoorDash during peak pay hours and Uber Eats during non-peak pay hours, and DoorDash has been coming through strong. I've had one day where it was 15 an hour when it was all said and done during the peak pay. That was my own error. I declined 2 deliveries in the peak pay time and dropped below 80%, and I didn't realize I was below 80%. So I didn't get my peak pay bonus on top of my regular deliveries. So that went to $15 an hour, and it would have been about 20 an hour if I got the peak pay. So that was my lesson learned. Today, I have a day job, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 type, but usually it's 7 to 3:30, 4 type. I've been doing every now and then jumping on Uber Eats or DoorDash for lunch. DoorDash, especially when they have the lunch peak pay. So today I jumped on. It was an extra. I'm in the Austin market. I live in Round Rock, so I chose the Round Rock zone. I think it was an extra $3.50 delivery, and I was able to squeeze in 3 deliveries. After my first one, I got a delivery notification, a dash notification for Cedar Park, and it was for 15 miles away, and Cedar Park is its own zone, separate from Round Rock, and so I declined it, thinking, well, I'm declining Cedar Park, but really and truly I'm not declining anything in my Round Rock zone, so I should still be good to go for my peak pay. Lesson learned, I did not get the peak pay. Called support, and with the language accent barrier, it was hard to have a great conversation there, so that irritated me even more. But I let them know that I'm not sure why I'm not getting my peak pay when I didn't decline anything in my zone. A completely different zone, 15 miles away. In my zone, it was a peak pay of $3.50. I was at 100%, so I should be getting my peak pay. Long story short, 15 minutes of me yelling and her saying, sorry, there's nothing they can do. If you're trying to get your peak pay bonus, it doesn't matter if a dash is out of your zone. Do not decline it if you have a chance of getting below 80%, because you will not get your peak pay bonus. Again, doesn't matter that the dash is not in your zone. It could be 20 miles away. If you're trying to get your peak pay and you're close to 80, or if you're only like I did during lunch where I'm only doing 2 or 3, can't afford to decline even 1, do not decline if you're interested in that peak pay. So that was a lesson learned. I'd like to say it took a big chunk out of my pocket, but it was only $12. But still, $12 could have been half tank of gas for the week. So I feel robbed. Nothing you can do about it. Lesson learned: don't decline if you're into your peak pay. If you're not in the peak pay, you're just dashing, decline away, but do not decline if you're trying to get that peak pay. All right, hopefully that helps. Hit that subscribe button. Comment if this has happened to you. I'd like to hear if this happened to anybody else. I thought DoorDash was going to be amazing. I know there's the taking our tips aspect of DoorDash. I kind of try not to look at that. I try to look at what the end result of it is, and as long as my outcome is 20 an hour, or sometimes 25 or 30, whatever it's getting at when I'm doing my peak pay. It sucks that they're taking our tips, but at the same time I try not to dwell on that, because 20 an hour is better than 0 an hour, or the lower an hour that I'm getting from Uber Eats sometimes. So DoorDash definitely has its problems. Again, comment if that's happened to you, or any other things that you are finding that you don't like about DoorDash. I'd love to hear about it. Comment below, hit the like button, subscribe. Peace out. Have a great night, guys.